Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Demonstrators once again marched through downtown Spokane to protest ICE today. And it's not just in the Lilac City. Similar protests have been popping up all over the country. Thanks for being with us. I'm Rob King. Angela Hara went to downtown Spokane to speak with protesters who share their frustrations and what they want to see changed.
Dozens of protesters lined the streets of downtown today with a message to spread.
If you're brown, you get tackled, you could disappear, and it's dangerous out there.
Show solidarity with the people in Minnesota and Minneapolis suffering under the brutal tactics of ICE.
The demonstration started at Riverfront Park, and they made multiple stops, including City Hall and the federal courthouse. As protesters marched, several pedestrians cheered them on. Now you can see that the protest is happening behind me. Event organizers provided face coverings and goggles for safety reasons to their participants, and they also urged them to stay along the sidewalks to avoid any confrontation with law enforcement. There was also a street medic among the group, ensuring everyone was safe. For some demonstrators, today's protest was about speaking out on a national issue. For others, it was deeply personal.
I have 2 adopted children, both from Korea, and my daughter got a hold of me last week and said, I need a copy of my citizenship papers so I can prove I'm American. And that's just wrong.
Today marked the final event in a week-long series of anti-ICE protests. There's no word yet on whether another demonstration is planned. In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Well, for weeks now, all eyes have been on Minnesota over the Trump administration's immigration enforcement operation in Minneapolis. The Department of Justice deployed thousands of federal agents into the state, with tensions grow following the deaths of Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Both were shot and killed by federal immigration agents last month. And many are calling for ICE to leave the state, but a court challenge to remove agents from Minnesota hit a roadblock. A federal judge denied a petition by the state to end the immigration operation. ABC News obtained a memo from the Department of Homeland Security that expands the powers of federal immigration agents. The memo says agents can now arrest someone in the U.S. legally without a warrant if the officer believes the person is likely to flee. President Trump now says federal agents will no longer step in to help handle protests.
The crime-ridden cities are all Democrat-run cities. And if they want help, they have to ask for it. Because if we go in, all they do is complain. But if they want help, they can ask for it, and they're going to need help.
This all comes as we are in the middle of a partial federal government shutdown that began yesterday. Congressional leaders hoping it won't last long. The Senate on Friday passed a spending bill that keeps most of the government open. That deal, that has support from the president, strips Homeland Security funding out of the broader package, but gives the department 2 weeks worth of funding, giving lawmakers time to negotiate reforms. Now, some of the changes they want to see include ending roving patrols by federal agents, same use of force standards as state and local law enforcement, and requiring they wear body cameras. The House is set to be back in session tomorrow night, and no matter what lawmakers on Capitol Hill decide, federal agents may no longer be allowed to wear masks in the Evergreen State. Earlier this week, the Senate passed a bill that would prevent all law enforcement from wearing masks. Supporters say it's meant to increase transparency and protect immigrants, while critics say it could be unconstitutional. California was the first state in the nation to pass a similar law. It's currently being challenged in the court by the Trump administration. The bill now heads to the House for consideration.
Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Staying warm throughout our areas. Also, fog is sticking around. 39 degrees right now in the Spokane region. We saw just a little bit of rainfall today. We might see just a little bit of rainfall tomorrow. Take a look at the radar. The showers that around our areas have moved on. See a little bit of shower, but they're dissipating on the west side of our state. Slight chance of a little showerlet tonight, but we have a better chance of it tomorrow in our afternoon to early evening hours, but should be extremely light like we saw today. And then drier conditions are going to be on the way. Visibility is going to be a bit of an issue for the next couple of days. We currently have 20% visibility Spokane area. Other than that, we're looking good visibility-wise, but fog is going to be with us at least through Tuesday evening. So tomorrow, your commute for, well, Groundhog Day morning might be a little hampered. So give yourself a little extra time if the fog is here. But look at these temperatures also here, well above our average for this time of year. Could even see 50s on Wednesday and Thursday. This is the first week of February. That's about 15 degrees above our usual temperatures. Overnight tonight, we're going to be staying above our average, which is 25, so well above that and above the freezing level. Plenty of fog, though, throughout the region. I'll get you the timing on that shower activity tomorrow and get you and your family ready for the week ahead in my first alert weather forecast coming up.
All right, Jason, thanks. And sports reporter Mia Green with me now. Mia, the Mariners lost one of their star players today.
And Rob, the news broke just this afternoon. Eugenio Suarez is reuniting with the Cincinnati Reds. ESPN's Jeff Passan reporting that Suarez signed a one-year, $15 million deal with Cincy today, ending his free agency, as well as his second stint in Seattle earlier than the Mariners fans had hoped. The all-star third baseman played for Cincinnati for 7 seasons between 2015 and 2021 and will be back with the Reds pending a physical. And with 49 home runs last year, it's safe to say that Seattle will miss one of their hotter bats from their postseason run.
Well, bad news for Seattle sports today, but the good news, big game next week for Seahawks.
Oh, yes, and that's right. By this time next week, the Seahawks will be in the middle of going head-to-head against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. For the first time in 11 years, the Hawks are back in the big game. And for next Sunday's matchup, a familiar opponent is on the other sideline. A rematch of the last time these two met in the Super Bowl, which was 2015, and the Patriots won. The Seahawks punched their ticket to this year's Super Bowl after a win over their rival, the Los Angeles Rams. Head coach Mike McDonald spoke about how the team is preparing for the big game.
You're looking at a big picture of what we're trying to achieve over the next 2 weeks, and then let's drill down day by day of what we're trying to accomplish on a kind of now by now type of basis. I think it is tough to stamp a game plan by the end of the week. Say this is what we're doing. We're not budging. So I think we're taking it's a little more fluid on how we're gonna game plan. But all the areas will be addressed this week, and then we'll go back through it again next week.
The countdown of preparation is on for the Seahawks, just 1 week away from Super Bowl 60. That's set for 3:30 p.m. in Santa Clara, California. And Rob, I can't say how thrilled I am to watch the Seahawks Super Bowl. And of course, we have to bring the snacks. We talked about a little potluck.
Because we'll be here. We'll have a newscast on Super Bowl Sunday. We know many of you will be watching, so we'll do a little potluck. Maybe some tacos, some snacks, cookies, chips. Who knows?
Some peach cobbler.
Oh, I like that.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right. And to celebrate their NFC Championship victory, the Seahawks lit up the skies over the Seattle Center with a free drone show on Friday. Let's take a look.
This is the power of 12 as one, man. This is a heck of a job.
From recreating the 12's flag to recreating iconic moments from the season, including Jackson Smith and Jigba dunking the ball into the goalposts after scoring a touchdown. Was it a penalty? Sure, but for sure worth it. And now Gonzaga Bulldogs have moved to 22-1 after defeating the rival St. Mary's Gales. Still ahead, we'll show you highlights from last night's big win. And heading to the airport without a real ID could now cost you. The TSA rolling out a new fee for travelers who show up without proper identification. We'll show you what you'll have to pay and how it could slow you down. And plus, our unseasonably warm temperatures cutting into ski season. Find out how local resorts are dealing with the low snow and why some skiers may actually benefit.
And yes, we are in a season called winter, but it certainly hasn't felt like it. We saw a little bit of rain showers today, more on the way tomorrow, but more fog and warm temperatures. Let me get you prepared. Hope you stick with us. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Riverview Retirement Community on Upriver Drive.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
The staff here is so friendly.
It's the best in the Northwest.
It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle. Keeps the dog clean and keeps my house clean too.
My car is a big investment for me, and so if I want it done right, I take it to Car Wash Plaza for the touchless wash.
Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Find a location near you at carwashplaza.com.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors, and unbelievable.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Book your stay and play today at MissaquaCasinoHotel.com.
Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful day. I know it's a tough day for some. It's the first Sunday without football for some time, but it comes back next week. And then, well, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Hope you're enjoying the warm temperatures. 40 degrees right now for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're going to be seeing these temperatures sticking around as we're staying very warm. But foggy conditions are back. Do take care tomorrow morning. You could see quite a bit of fog for your commute. That also is good for Tuesday morning as well. So keep an eye out for that if you're doing any nighttime or early morning traveling. Warmer temperatures persisting, light rain. Looks like tomorrow we're going to see a little bit of rain, but kind of like today, just a little bit of a spritz. And welcome to February 1st, my goodness. So our radar, all the shower activity has moved off into the east, and we're looking pretty much dry for the next few hours, but we should be seeing a little bit of shower activity coming tomorrow. So here's what our forecast radar shows, timestamp up top. As we move into tomorrow morning, again, we have that fog, or we'd be seeing some sunshine to greet you on your new week, and then the shower activity will be coming in from the west. Could just see a little bit of shower activity, and then that'll move on very quickly. And as we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, we're expecting dry conditions. If we see anything, it will be very quick. So very good news. Now, we did see a little bit of snowfall at our passes today, especially at Stevens Pass, about 1 or so inches. And fog is definitely an issue for Stevens and Snoqualmie Pass as of late. As we move into tomorrow, we expect more snow for Stevens, light snow for Snoqualmie, and very light, if any, for 4th of July Summit and Lookout Pass. So if you're doing some traveling tomorrow, pretty good conditions, especially considering what time of year it is. Temperatures right now, our hot spot, still the Tri-Cities at 53. Still well above our average for this time of year. I know it seems a little chilly, but considering where we are, we're in the dead of winter, but we're looking pretty good. And when your overnight lows are pretty much across the board above the freezing level, say for Moses Lake and Winthrop, looking pretty good as well. So as we're looking at our air quality, we're seeing, again, moderate air quality. And air quality usually takes a dip in the winter. It's been holding pretty tough. We haven't seen really any of the really bad zones, but we're still seeing moderate air. But we did get some wind in today, which actually helped out, slowing down as we're heading into the evening hours. But we did get into the teens for Spokane, which we haven't for about 2 weeks. They are going to die down. Light winds are expected tomorrow. Let's get to your 7-day forecast. 45 tomorrow for your groundhog. Again, we If we had a groundhog here, I'm sure there's some somewhere. We won't be seeing their shadow, but it's all about Puxatawny Phil off in the east very early tomorrow. We're looking at 50 Wednesday, 51 on Thursday, and upper 40s as we head into our weekend. Could see those showers return on Sunday. Overnight lows staying right at or above the freezing level. So folks, it's our first Monday of February tomorrow. It is going to be warm and foggy, but very nice week is ahead.
All right, Jason, thanks. Well, those unseasonably warm temperatures taking their toll on local ski resorts. People who are planning to hit the slopes are hoping those temps don't get too high on the mountains. Mount Spokane only has about half of its runs open during what should be the snowiest time of the year. But managers say the low snow isn't bad for first-time skiers.
This is a really great time for beginners because you don't need the whole mountain open to be able to learn how to ski. You just need kind of that beginner area and a little bit of snow.
Mount Spokane says it's recorded 28 inches of snow on the highest point of the mountain, but at the bottom, only 15 inches remain. Resort staff also mentioned that a rough winter typically expected every 10 years, and this just happened to be the year to have bad luck. Bad luck indeed. Well, heads up for travelers. Don't have bad luck at the airport. The TSA now charging anyone going through security that does not have a real ID or other valid form of identification. The new policy went into effect today, so anyone without valid form of ID will be charged $45. The fee must be paid online before going through security. The 10 to 15-minute process creates a Confirm ID, which is a 10-day temporary pass. Passengers who arrive without proper ID, lose their place in line, must step out to complete the process.
And if somebody gets all the way to the front of the line and they don't have it and they didn't know about it, we'll give them a QR code where they can scan, but you do lose your place in line. You have to step out, take care of it, and then get back in line.
TSA says 90% of travelers already carry a real ID or another acceptable form of identification. The Department of Licensing reports steady demand for enhanced documents, and travelers still needing a real ID will need to make an appointment and bring proof of U.S. citizenship, identity, and 2 documents showing name and residence. Well, speaking of flying, in this week's Air 4 adventure, we're taking you high above the Saltese wetlands. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone.
Today we're at Saltese Flats Wetland area and the Doris Morrison Learning Center that's associated on the north side. So the Doris Morrison Learning Center was built about 3 years ago. It's a small collective space that is primarily used for field trips for students in the Spokane Valley. It's also open for visitors on the weekend. It serves as our primary trailhead for the Saltese Flats Wetland area. It really complements what we're trying to do out here. We're working on a massive wetland restoration project, and this was really just a way for us to bring in students and community members and just make sure that they continue to remain connected outside and provide stewardship by protecting a place that's really special. We have about 5 miles of trail system here. We have a 1.5 mile elevated gravel pathway that'll take you right through our deepest portion of the wetland. This is our open water marsh where you'll see ducks and other waterfowl species, but it'll take you all the way into their south end, which is a different ecosystem. It's more like a prairie. That's where you're going to see more songbirds, owls and raptors hunting for mice in the fields. So we really kind of are able to provide a diverse network of ecosystems in one small property. This place provides hundreds and hundreds of waterfowl for migration stopovers and for nesting places and for breeding. And from April until June, this place is just a wild living ecosystem, and it's a really special place to visit.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
This isn't us saying we make an EV. This is us saying we make an EV worthy of being a Lexus. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. The all-electric RZ.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Save now at the 2026 Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports Boat Show, January 29th to February 9th. It's a boat show you don't want to miss. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. 2026 boats in stock, always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Come and see our indoor showroom located at 1220 Government Way, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And visit our pro shop for all your boating needs. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
TD is here.
Turk! TD! Ready to receive.
Here we go.
Go Eagle! JD, I'm going down.
No, engage your core, Sea-Bear. You two idiots are perfect for each other.
My back.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Welcome into sports. The Gonzaga Bulldogs remained undefeated in conference play after defeating their rival, the St. Mary's Gales, in the Kennel. The Zags took down the Gales in a pivotal WCC rivalry showdown. Throughout the first half, both teams were going shot for shot. The Gales even led at halftime by 4 points. But the Bulldogs came out of the second half ready for revenge. A huge key to last night's victory was Graham Ike. Gonzaga's big man missed the last 3 games due to an ankle injury, but came into this one healthy and ended up dropping 30 points on the Gales in front of a rowdy home crowd. Guard Jalen Worley spoke about the meaning of the game and the impact the fans had.
It was a lot of fun. You know, Coach Hughes says all the time, these are the type of games you come to Gonzaga for. And yeah, no, we know the last 2 times at home they got us, so we definitely had a sense of pride trying to defend home court, and you know, the crowd did a great job of lifting up, as they always did, but today it was A+ for sure.
Gonzaga stole one back from St. Mary's. After the last 2 times in the Kennel, the Gales came out on top. The Zags will look to carry that momentum from last night's win to their road game against Portland Wednesday at 7 p.m. And a former Zag, Ben Gregg, that now plays for the French professional basketball team SIG Strasbourg, had won MVP after a double-figure 21.3 rebound game. Gregg played for Gonzaga from the 2020 to the 2024 season, and he was known as Mr. Zag throughout Spokane and made a huge impact during his time with the Zags. And for the Gonzaga women's team, they defeated the Cougs last night. It was a tightly contested battle throughout the entire game. The Bulldogs had a small 2-point lead over the Cougs at the half, but the second half was a 1-possession game for the majority. The Cougs even tied it up 61-61 with 7 minutes remaining, but it wasn't enough for the win. Washington State head coach Cammie Etheridge spoke about what went wrong for the Cougs.
Couldn't keep them off the boards, whether he had possession and kind of gave it back to him on deflections that led to easy baskets for him. I think our turnovers kind of led to easy baskets for him, and those are the ones that I think we'll kick ourselves over. But I loved the effort from my team. I loved how locked in they were to try to guard and try to be better. You know, that's the building block that we got to take away from this game.
Up next for Washington State, they'll be on the road to face San Diego, and for Gonzaga, they'll host Oregon State. Both games are set to tip off this Thursday. As for the Washington State men's team, they had a massive win over the Portland Pilots down in Pullman. The Cougs were on a 3-game home stretch and took control of this one early, start to finish. In the first half alone, there were 10 triples from 6 different guys, and the second half was a great offensive showing for the Cougs, and they won by 30 points, which was a season high. Head coach David Riley spoke about what this win means for the team.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good game for our guys to kind of take that next step as a team, and just proud of the way that we're coming together. 26 assists is a hell of a number. Did a good job getting a lead in that first half and staying with it in the second half. And so just got to keep growing and keep getting better.
Up next, Washington State will continue their win streak, and be on the road to face Oregon State this Wednesday in Corvallis with tip-off set for 8 p.m. And well, Rob, it was a hoops show, given that we don't have any football on today.
I know, a hole in my heart. And
me too.
It's just a reminder that we're approaching that point where there's going to be no more football until the end of the year.
The football depression will be back, you guys.
All right, Mia, thanks. We'll have a final check of weather right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates. 4 News Now and Beverly's in the Coeur d'Alene Resort present 4 Steps to Flavor.
Hi, I'm Chef Jim, and today we're going to make chocolate souffle. It's one of my favorite classic desserts. We're going to start out with our pre-cooked chocolate base, and we're going to fold in some egg whites and sugar, a meringue that we made. We're going to fold this together. You kind of want to do a folding motion so you don't deflate too much of the air from your egg whites. Next step is into the ramekin. These ramekins are buttered and have sugar in them. Carefully fill your buttered and sugared ramekin almost to the top, and into the oven they go. Okay, I just pulled the soufflés out of the oven. Here we go. I like to give them a little dust of some powdered sugar. There we go. Chocolate souffle.
4 Steps to Flavor, brought to you by Beverly's in the Coeur d'Alene Resort.
Roses are red, violets are blue. We're celebrating love.
And a few other things, too.
This February, Jennifer Garner, Sterling K. Brown, Leanne Rhymes, Jeff Probst, Courtney Cox, plus our annual Valentine's Day Love Show.
I love your shirt.
You love my shirt? And a celebration 25 years in the making. Kelly's 25th anniversary on Live.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. only on KXLY ABC4. This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Welcome back on this Sunday evening. All right, visibility a little hampered in Spokane, but not too bad throughout our regions. But do expect foggy conditions tonight and especially into your commute tomorrow. Give yourself a little extra time on your first Monday of February. Here is a look at your Monday. Look at those highs. We're going to be in the mid-40s yet again. That's around 10 degrees above our average for this time of year, and kind of bookended day by fog in the morning and in the evening hours. Could see a little bit of shower activity in the middle of the afternoon tomorrow. Other than that, looking pretty dry for the week ahead. And we were talking about the lack of snow at our snow resorts.
Yes.
We don't see any snow anytime soon. This has been quite the remarkable winter, where winter really hasn't shown up.
No, it's been kind of just a long spring and fall.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Jason, Mia, thank you. And thank you for watching 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you right back here tonight at 11.
Sign up